Welcome back, guys, to week 7 of the Degenerates. We are kind of halfway through. 17 weeks.
Facing technical difficulties, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, we don't really have a halfway point anymore in the season. Kind of, if you want to add like the bye as like the halfway point. I don't know.
It's more that I suck is where we're coming from this fantasy.
You're already trying to hurry up and get by, Zach. No, I'm slow playing this bitch.
What? You're driving through a tunnel. I can't.
Oh yeah. No, don't worry. I'll speak up. Weekly report for week 7. Great season so far for everybody. We're getting riddled with injuries. The waiver wire is already in shambles.
Killing me, bro. Killing me.
I already know that I'm going to have a huge climb uphill, a huge battle uphill with some of the injuries that I got. So
fuck you and your climbs. How's that sound?
But I still caught the W this week. Let's hit the weekly report. We got the best team is the team Slink Dinker, QA with 166.10.
From the top rope.
And the worst team, finally, I want to see the shit talking he wants to say this week. The toilet bowl of it all is Widow making death jizz. The monkey.
Where's the GIF? Where's the GIF, monkey? Where's the GIF, you bastard?
84.92. Not even a whole 85 points. Your boy barely got a B+ on his spelling test.
Killing me, my dude. Of course he couldn't have that a week ago when I got fucking shit stomped by him. But yeah, of course now, fucker.
Some of the players of the week. Number 1, my QB, Joe Burr, 39.24.
We talked about it last episode, how Joe Burr was going to go off. Fuck, is all I've got to say.
We got Austin Eckler, 36.7. Christy has him on her squad.
Great game.
Jamar Chase, 33. Kittle, 2 games in a row showing up. 2 games in a row, Kittle showing up.
Straight up.
Justin Tucker and the Cowboys defense, players of the week right there.
Cowboys defense put him with 26 points, bro.
Yo, seriously. Bench warmers of the week, some of the guys that the people left on the bench should have probably plugged in, depending on their lineups. We got Garoppolo with 17. Gus Edwards showing up, coming off at IR, 18.6.
That backfield is going to go. That's a gamble, right? Like if
you don't know if they're going to use Kenyon Drake, you don't know if they're going to use Gus Edwards, you don't know if Lamar's going to run the fucking whole game.
Don't touch that backfield with a 10-foot fucking pole. But Gus Edwards on the bench for 18 points, it ain't almost 19, ain't bad.
I took the chance like 2-3 weeks. I traded for J.K. Dobbins, and now he's fucking gone.
Yep.
DJ Moore is another one, 19.6. Kyle Pitts, I don't know how bench warmer of the week Kyle Pitts is on here with 3.9.
That's how atrocious the tight end position is. That in our league, the best tight end on the bench was 4 points. Atrocious.
And Kyle Pitts all this year has been atrocious.
Yeah, that's a terrible offense.
Kicker's even worse, 0 points for Bass. How is that a bench warmer of the week? And the 49ers defense, who I also had on the bench because I rather had played the Jets defense, which actually gave me points.
Facts.
Yeah. League awards, we got most efficient manager, Slink Dinker. He had a max of 170.1. He ended up with 166.1.
Not yet.
Least efficient was Nick. 85.5. Damn, we had 2 guys playing like garbage. 85. I thought I played like garbage. 85.5 with a max points of 108. That was a
You're about to, if you keep talking shit, you're going to be driving through a tunnel. You feel me?
Highest points in the loss is Marcus Rickius Rick, 126.8. Losing to B Champ, 147.24. Lowest points in the win, this man right here, 117 to 1. Literally, I'm not, you know what? I'll round it up to make it sound good. 117 to 115. You lost by 2 points. Technically 2.5, but 2 points.
We'll talk about how my bad decisions got me here.
Biggest blowout is Blacklisted versus the Drunken Monkey himself, 155.72 to 84.92.
Almost doubled it. Missed you 5-1. Almost got doubled, my
I
boy.
mean, god damn, Monkey even got worse than Nick Thoris at 85.5, 84.92. That's the battle right there.
Can I hold on? Can I put a pause because this is going to help me out? Someone in my chat on TikTok Live was hitting me up. Amon-Ra St. Brown having to sit the game last week was BS. Didn't even have a concussion. Agreed. Part of the reason I lost. That's the only
I don't
reason.
want to hear the bullshit. He was out. He was out. Excuses,
Killed me, bro.
excuses.
Killed me, bro.
Narrowest victory, once again, the champ versus the non-champ.
Fucking twit.
Overachiever was not Zach. It was the Sling.
I knew I couldn't be drunk enough. I'm a bottle of whiskey. Hand to God, I have the receipts. If you watch the actual breaking down the tape episode and then this, I have the actual receipts. I'm a bottle of whiskey in, and I couldn't be drunk enough to deal with his bullshit right now.
The overachiever was Sling Dinker, 166.1. He was only projected 130.7. And then the underachiever, surprisingly, is not Zach. It's Frank the Tank, 90.4 when he was projected 130.6.
I want to make it clear, since this is one of those episodes that we're doing live on the TikTok, I'm in 5 leagues.
So am I.
Hector's the only person who could beat me in all 5 of those leagues. And he played me in 2 of them.
I was about to say, make it known. I beat you in 2.
Flip off for all of them. Anyway, let's go. Come on.
Oh, now let's get into some of these matchups. So we're gonna start it off.
We all know. Just get there.
You know what? We're gonna save our matchup for last because, well, it's both of us. Like,
yeah, whatever.
So we're gonna start off with Frank Fantasy Football Team. Frank the Tank losing to Debo. Don't hurt me. The NJ Goat. 128.2 to 90.4.
Yo, you got to be careful. Melissa's just like you. She on a run right now. Melissa 0-2 on a 5-game run.
She is. She started 0-2, very hurt. She was down on herself. By week 2, going into week 3, she was like, this season's over. I'm willing to trade everyone.
You know,
put it up for grabs. And then she went on a tear.
But you say that she just wins. She's on a 5-game winning streak, and now she's in the chat on a fire sale. She's selling everybody right now.
And you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I saw some of the names. I slid into the DMs. I looked at Chrissy. I said, "Yo, babe, I'm gonna have to slide into another girl's DMs." And she was like, "Excuse me." I was like, "Yo, bro, I gotta slide into your sister's DMs."
I was gonna say, what? For context, don't let us slip. For context, Hector's not sliding into another girl's DMs. Hector's sliding into his wife's sister's DMs.
Yeah, I was like, "Yo, babe, I gotta slide into the DMs," and she was just like, "Excuse me," and I'm just like, "Yeah, it's your sister," and she was like, "Excuse me," and I'm like, "Yeah, I need a back. I need a back."
But here's the thing: is she's on a 5-game winning streak, fire sailing Travis Etienne, who just has backup traded, fire sailing fucking Christian McCaffrey, who just got traded to one of the most running back friendly offenses in the league.
She got Foreman,
Debo where she's at right now.
Like she got, like you said, she got half her fucking. She got Etienne, Carr, Samuel, Lazard, McCaffrey, and Hawkinson on
Kenneth Walker,
Foreman on the trade block.
Melissa's playing next level like Saw mind games right now. Oh yeah,
she's thinking in the future.
She's look again, 5-game winning streak. Like you said, she wins by 38 points pretty handily. She got Carr going off for 13.5, ETN for almost 19, Kenneth Walker for almost 30, Debo for 9.5, the Lizard King by 11.5, Njoku 14.10, McCaffrey 8.2. McCaffrey went off for 8.2 2.5 days after he got traded, so be careful there. Hawkinson 8, almost 9.
He only plays small amounts of snaps. They
Yeah.
limited him to like the first half, and he barely like what is it? 8 carries, 38 yards, 2 receptions of 24. Besides that he was off the field.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. McCaffrey, in 2.5 days after he got traded, is putting up 8.2 points. That's not dog shit. Hawkinson 8.8 in the tight end this year. Tight ends are fucking dog shit. Graham Gano 11. Yeah, Broncos defense 4, and she still pulls out a 30-point, almost 40-point victory. How she's on a fire sale right now is beyond me.
And mind you, she could have benched. I mean, granted, no one's benching McCaffrey no matter what. But she could have benched McCaffrey, started Foreman, and she beats him by like 140 to 90.
I don't trust Melissa, man. Her coming off of a damn near 40-point fucking victory and going on fire sale makes me real hesitant right now.
It's all her. It's all her secret society.
I'm saying. And speaking of secret societies, I just want to put in the chat right here. From the backseat, much love. I'm in a fantasy league with him. He's a TikTok creator. I did have to put the beats on him specifically this week. So it's all love, but he hopes we're doing well. So just want to say that.
So Frank's fantasy football team had, with his 90.4, Mariota 12, Jonathan Taylor 5.5, which Jonathan Taylor has been absolutely like he's having the sophomore slump. Like I'm not gonna say a sophomore slump because he's not a sophomore, but you get what I'm saying, like a sophomore slump.
Yeah.
Kenyon Drake 0.5 points.
That backfield is you shouldn't fuck that with your dick right now.
I wouldn't fuck that with a transvestite's dick.
You could strap it on, let it melt off, and I still wouldn't fuck it with it. No, for sure.
It could be a dildo, and I still wouldn't fuck it.
Facts.
Tyreek Hill, 14.2, which was, I mean, surprisingly that Miami game wasn't a blowout, but 14.2. Myers, 11.4. Mark Andrews, the greatest tight end this year, 0.4, less than Kenyon Drake.
In one of my leagues, in Braden's league, I tried to trade for Andrews, and they denied it because they like him better. And I tried to trade Pat Freiermuth and Adam Thielen for him, and he said, well, I like Andrews better. God thank you, he denied that shit.
He did have Juju Smith with 25.4, but Dobbs 0. Didn't get anything. I mean, 4 targets, no receptions for Green Bay. Yeah. Green Bay is a shit. Like the way you're saying stay away from running backs from some of these teams is the same way we're going to say stay away from the wide receivers on the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
Bucker 5 points and the Giants defense 6. His bench wouldn't save him at all. I mean, he got 10.8 from Zay Jones, but that's about it.
Yeah, no, that's not enough. Yeah.
Moving on to the next one. Good matchup, Melissa. I'm hesitant in your fire sale, but good matchup. Next up, we have Blacklisted versus the Widow-making Death Jizz. Now it starts to get spicy because Melissa was 0-2. She's on a 5-game winning streak. She's 5-2 now. The Widow-making Death Jizz, who started 4-0, but now in his last 3 games is 1-2.
Dog shit.
He's 5-2 on a 1-game losing streak. Now Melissa is tied with him for first place, which ultimately puts me in the position that I want to be in because I'm right behind them.
I really hate how this has played out more than you will ever understand.
Blacklisted on a 1-game winning streak, being 3-4, number 7 in the league right now, 155.7 to 84.9. I mean, it was just a domination from Blacklisted. He had everything going for him other than the QB situation. Matt Ryan with 9.9, which the way Blacklisted is playing this season, he's streaming his quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb, 18.7. Kamara, 17.5. D-Hop, 20.3. Godwin with a nice 11.5. Pat Freiermuth, who I actually dropped earlier this season because he had a concussion, and I didn't know. And they were doing the QB carousel between Mitch Trubisky and Pickett. So once I saw the concussion, I was like, man, I got to move on from this. I was wrong. 15.5. He's back at it. Damian Pierce, 15.7. Mike Williams, 21.6, even though he did get hurt and he will be missing some games.
Mm-hmm.
Carlson, his kicker, 10 points, and Ravens defense at 15. Mind you, he still had weapons on the bench. 17.7 from Elliott, and good pickup late in the week. Gus Edwards for 18.6. He's running back. He's running back heavy.
Yeah, and he really didn't need it. And I mean, to the Pat Freiermuth point, like I've been a big believer in Pat Freiermuth. You stole him in the draft, and I've got him in just about every other league. Friar Pat is the dude, especially when you're going through a quarterback carousel. You need a solid tight end who's going to be that guy for you, and Friar Pat is the dude. On the flip side, we've got the winner-making Death Jizz taking his second loss. The only bright spots he has for him is Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes. He barely beat me last week with it, and he just couldn't do it this week. He got almost 28 out of Pat. Brian Robinson, almost 11. And then that's pretty much
hold on. Stop at Brian Robinson, because in this app you can like give players nicknames. And I just want to point out that he gave a nickname to Brian Robinson, and his nickname is Bullets.
That's insanity, and I love it. Again, we're on the Sleeper app, by the way. In the Sleeper app, you can, like Hector said, nickname players, and he nicknamed Brian Robinson Bullets, which is both ignorant and fantastic all at the same time. Playoff Lenny, 4.6. Michael Gallup didn't exist, 0. We've got Cortland Sutton, who, why would you even fuck with a singular Denver receiver?
But Sauce Gardner doesn't shut people down.
You know, you told him last week on the last episode of the Degens not to fuck with Cortland, and he still did it. Jeff Wilson, Travis Kelce is next at the tight end, 15.8, almost 16. So Jeff Wilson, 5.4. Darnell Mooney, 8.3. Ryan Suckup, 3 in that wild loss. The Bengals defense for 4, and he had fuck all on his bench. I know Devin Singletary is out on bye, same with Justin Jefferson and Gabe Davis, but even in all of that, I don't think he fucks with Khaleesi at all.
Even if Singletary was out of the bye and Jefferson was out of the bye and they were plugged in, you're still losing 155 to possibly 120.
Yeah, I don't think those 2 or 3 players can double you, can get you 80 points.
Mike Khaleesi solid gameplay.
Mop them. And that's the way it works sometimes. Sometimes you fuck and sometimes you get fucked. And that's sometimes you're the top, sometimes you're the bottom. And this time
and you know what? Speaking of getting fucked, is Greendale Human Being in this next matchup. You got Human Being versus X gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you. Great matchup too. Christie wins this 141.8 to 85.5. Both now are 3-4.
Handily. You know, Christie, who is dealt with injury crazy right now, she's sitting at 3-4. You know, which is not a bad spot right now. The DJ.
He was panicking, and I kept telling her, ride the wave, hold on. It's early in the season. You got your bugs now, but later on you might not. I mean, Greendale Human Being right now is on a 3-game loop. Like, he started 3-1.
And for the record, because we'll keep honest, we both had Nick to win this all. We both are riding Nick to win this all. Right now, he's on a 3-game losing skid.
Yeah, we thought, and we're hanging on. I mean, I'm not going to switch my choice was my choice.
Yeah, facts.
He started 3-1. He's on a 3-game losing streak. He's now 3-4. Christie, who started very slow, kind of like how I did, is now on a 1-game winning streak. Great win. Prescott, she plugged in Prescott. I mean, he's going to warm up. He gave you almost 12.5, but he's going to warm up. He's not going to stay at 12.5.
Sure.
And then, mind you, Austin Eckler has been her workhorse.
Been the dude.
Austin Eckler has been that guy in the running back position this year.
Been the dude.
36.7. And what's crazy is, too, he's when he gets his numbers, it's not in the actual rushing game. It's in the short pass game. He's
Facts.
9 carries for 31 yards and a TD. So if you just do 9 carries, 31 yards and a TD, he got 12 points.
Mm-hmm.
But then you add in 12 receptions out of
That's
12 receptions out of 12 attempts.
And that's 12 points right there. Each this is a PPR. That's 12 points right there alone. Period.
Add in 96 yards and another touchdown.
Yeah.
36.7.
Yeah, he's that kind of receiver, that running back that he exists on those pass plays that are technically like runs, right? Like you didn't hand the ball off, but you pitched it forward for a quarter of a yard, and then he runs for 4. So it counts as a reception, a point there, and then 0.4 points. So on that mini pitch that essentially is a run, it still counts for 1.4.
I will say though, he's getting a lot of reps and a lot of more targets because Mike Williams just got injured, because Keenan Allen's been out all season.
I don't want to talk about Keenan Allen.
Oh, trust me, I got him in like 3 out of the 5 leagues. So trust me, I'm hurt. He's in our league right now, and I haven't been able to plug him in, which is why I traded you for Devontae Adams.
Yeah, I get it.
Like it's just, but he will start to lose some of his targets when Keenan Allen gets back on the field.
Facts.
Clyde Edward-Helaire, 9.2. Jerry Jeudy actually showed up for her in a Jets game where I thought he'd get blanked. 16.6. Mike Evans, 18.6.
Yeah, but hold on.
Which could have been close to 25 if he didn't drop an open TD.
Facts. And I want to go back to Jerry Jeudy. I know that he put up 16.6 on a projected 11.07, but a projected 11.07 for a wide receiver? Jerry Jeudy is in fantasy. In fantasy, Jerry Jeudy is a scrub. And you can blame that on Nathaniel Hackett. You can blame that on Russ. You can blame that on Rippon, whoever you want to blame that on. But when your wide receiver is overproducing, right? She has him as the wide receiver 1. If your wide receiver 1 is overproducing at 16 points, dude is a scrub.
I mean, granted, Jerry Jeudy on her lineup is not technically her number 1. She just doesn't like put him in the right order.
No. But you hear what I'm saying. When he's scheduled when a wide receiver at all, period, is scheduled for 11 points, and he overproduces at 16. I'm not blaming. I'm not like coming after Christy. I'm coming after Jerry fantasy wise. Scrub.
Like even Mike Evans right now, he used to be projected 16, 17 points with Tom Brady a year or two ago. Now he's only at 14, 15. Granted, he's still overproducing over what's projected. But to have him projected at that is crazy.
He's a feast or famine kind of guy. He should be going crazy against Carolina. Against Carolina, Mike Evans should have 2 touchdowns.
Like I said, he's 9 for 15 for 96 yards, but he dropped 1 catch for a touchdown. That would have been 10 for 15, probably for about 110 and a touchdown.
Right. How is he
He'd have like 27, 28 points.
How is Mike Evans 9 for 15 against Carolina?
He should be 15 of 15.
Facts.
But then again, Carolina, I will defend Carolina in this. J.C. Horn is a very good corner.
That's my official position.
Schultz, 9.9. Hunter Renfrow, 8.5. Pickens, 6 for 6, 61 yards and a tutty, 18 points.
Black Air Force energy.
And then you got Burlow with 3 and Packers defense with 9, solid. Jimmy Garoppolo gave her 17, and then the rest of her bench is empty and buys. Yeah, she has 2 open bench spots, which she's making waiver acquisitions, but.
And look, look, Nick started off 3-1, now he's on a 3-game skid. Christy, despite all of the injuries, despite all this shit, she's at 3-4 right now. I mean, she's in a good position in spite of all the garbage. So, danger time for Nick, danger time for our projections, and Christy, she's right where she wants him.
Yeah, I mean, on Nick's side, you want to take it?
Oh, sorry, I went out. Lamar, big disappointment. I have him in 1 or 2 leagues. Lamar only 10.7. Damian Harris only 2 against fucking Chicago. That game was wild. The way fucking New England played. AJ Dillon fucking 1.5. Drake London 1.9. I mean, Cincinnati doesn't exactly have a defense known for shutting people down, and he only got fucking 2 points.
You only got targeted one time.
That's what I'm saying. T. Higgins, fucking 14.3. Gerald Everett doing what the best that a tight end can at 11.3. Jalen Waddle underproducing, just about producing at 13. Brown at 8 points. Noah Brown got flipped early in the game, so he got 8 points flat. Maher at 6 points, and then the Cardinals defense giving him the best at 17 points, but
that's only because of 3 entos and 2 went back for a pick.
That's what I'm saying. And he got fuck all on his bench. He had Chuba Hubbard at 15.3. It still wouldn't have done him shit. And I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't trust Hubbard either in the way the Carolina's offense has been. So I'm not like fucking dogging him, but there is not much he could have done.
Yeah, I double down on the Hub. I mean, granted, after this game, when the game started, they had Foreman as the starting back, Hubbard as the backup. But now they came out and said Hubbard's going to be the start, Foreman the backup. It's going to be a back by committee type thing. You don't know who's going to produce week by week. It's kind of like the Ravens.
For sure. But it's, again, even if he puts Hubbard in, he fucking almost gets doubled. There's no fuck all he could do.
Not a damn thing you could do. The next matchup is not going to be any much greater.
It was a wild week as far as blowouts go.
Yeah, I mean, Nazi Nate is next with Team Slink Dinker. You got Nazi Nate and his little brother Nick both taking horrendous L's. Just
dog shit L's.
166 to 97.3. Like it just like the Lathoris brothers are not doing well.
Yeah, man. I'm a jinx because I picked Frank, got fucking jinxed, picked Melissa, got fucking jinxed. Anyone I pick is getting jinxed, so like fuck off, everybody.
I mean, I picked Nick this year too, so maybe I'm wrong. This one's just bad though. I feel bad for Nazi Nate. I'm gonna take Nazi Nate, and you can take Team Slink Dinker. I'm not gonna take the winner this week. Team Slink Dinker, although is 4-3, he's on a 1-game winning streak. Nazi Nate. Oh my god, bro!
Started off 2-0.
You started 2-0, and the opposite of Melissa. Melissa started 0-2. Melissa's on a 5-game winning streak. Nazi Nate, what's going on? You're on a 5-game losing streak.
We like you, Nate. We like you. We swear, but you got to do something here, bro.
What's going on here? I'm gonna take the Nazi. Like I said, Nazi Nate lost 97.3 to 166.1 to Team Slink Dinker. Kyler Murray, 17 points. Joe Mixon, 18. I mean, when you look at the first two, you're like, all right, you're starting decent. You started pretty well. But then Kareem Hunt, 7.8, who has been MIA all season, not really being the Kareem Hunt that we've known from past games. DK Metcalf, 2.2. He left with an injury. God knows how long he's going to be out. I think they said something between like 3 and 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Chris Olave playing the way he's been playing all year as a rookie. 17.6. 7 for 14 receptions for 106 yards. I can only imagine what that could have been if he was able to catch more than 50% of those targets. Hunter Henry, non-existent, only 2 targets, 2.2. I don't know. Robinson for 11 points. That was a good waiver wire pickup and plug-in for 11 points. Like, you really can't go wrong because that's literally what he's supposed to give you.
Mad because I was trying for Wandale. I trust him in the future too.
Yeah. Oh no, that you got to trust every rookie wide receiver they have right now at this point. So someone jumps up and says like, "Yeah, I'm that guy."
This is probably the most talented rookie class across every position, period, that we've seen in a minute.
And then you got Scary Terry at 18.3, McManus at 2, and Buccaneers defense at 1. And I mean, he had DJ Moore on the bench for 19.6, but even if you plug that in, that's not affecting a goddamn thing.
Yeah, he still almost gets doubled. On the flip side, Tom Brady shit in the bed at 11.7. Melvin Gordon shit in the bed at 7 points. Stop trusting Denver running backs, period. Sir Random Guy won in the TikTok comments. He's been here for a minute, said RIP Nate. And I agree that shit. He's been here for a minute, as in he's been in chats previously. We've got Josh Jacobs remembering how to play football for almost 40 points. Got 36.5. Jamar Chase 33 off of your Joe Burrow fucking crazy game.
That pretty much won him the fucking matchup.
Yeah, CD's nuts doing almost 11, underproducing, but not terrible. Zach Ertz 6.1. Tyler Boyd going for almost 30. We've got Antonio Gibson way overproducing by 16.7. Justin Tucker, I don't understand how they continue to put Justin Tucker at 9.81 fucking projected points, and he's out here putting up 13 points. Justin Tucker is always going to produce. Period. End of story.
Saints. I say Justin Tucker should like average like 11 points.
Yeah, and he does average. I don't know why they keep under projecting him.
I'm gonna say he got 13, 7, 16, 11, 8, 10, and 6.
I mean, come on now. He's a kicker. That's a kicker that you just described.
I got wide receivers and running backs not giving me that. Drake gave me half a point.
Facts. So I don't understand why they keep hating fucking kickers. On his bench, he has Tyler Algier with 11. I guess he could have not really done anything with that. He put the best line that he could, and he won it by almost double. So
yeah,
good for you, UA.
Can you really complain about his lineup and say, can you plug something else in?
Yeah, when he scored the most amount of points this week. Yeah, so I suppose he did well.
Nazi Nate, I hope you flip it around. And the last matchup of not the last matchup, because we still got another one after this, the greatest one of all.
Fuck you.
We got B Champs versus Cap and Cook, Marcus versus Brian. Brian wins this one on a 2-game winning streak. He is now 4-3, 147.2 to 126.8. Marcus is also 4-3, but took the 1-game losing streak. I mean, this was one of the better matchups.
Facts.
It was still almost a 20-point loss, but still one of the better matchups.
I'm just shocked that Marcus keeps hitching his wagon to Trevor Lawrence.
Seriously, and I'm gonna let you talk about Marcus's lineup. I'm gonna take B Champs over here. He has Tua Tagovailoa with 16. Najiri, you hear me? Najee Harris. I do it all the time. Najee Harris at 11. Also, did you see the video of Najee Harris standing next to Waddle?
No.
He is a fucking tank. I did not know Najee Harris was that big.
Waddle's waist is the size of my fucking thigh, so I'm not surprised.
I didn't. Yo, bro, he trumped Waddle by like 4 inches and maybe like 50 pounds. Like, it was ridiculous.
I can't say I'm inherently surprised.
Najee Harris, 11. Aaron Jones showing up. Most of that, like Austin Eckler, was through receptions. 8 carries for 23 yards, 9 of 10 receptions for 53, but 2 touchdowns. So that's 28.6 right there.
Yeah.
Amari Cooper, 10.4, who, without Deshaun Watson, is going to continuously underproduce. Tyler Lockett, 50 bomb Lockett, only 11.5.
50 points.
Evan Ingram having a somewhat okay game with 10.7. Jamal Williams, it hurts that he only has 7.3, 15 carries, 79 yards, 1 catch for 4 yards, a fumble lost. If he had a touchdown, he's hitting double digits at maybe 15, but still, he's kind of Jamal Williams is not like Swift. Jamal Williams is more touchdown dependent. It's more rushing yards than receptions.
For sure.
But he did have Ramon Stevenson, 23.8, Nick Foles with 2, and then the Cowboys defense was just fucking amazing. 5 sacks, 2 intos, 6 points allowed. 4 forced fumbles, 3
Yeah.
fumble recoveries. Like it just
26 points. Put up your second highest amount of points on your entire team.
And granted, you still had 14 points from Geno Smith, 15 points from Aaron Rodgers. I don't know why you're running with 3 quarterbacks, but that's on you.
Crazy.
Tony Pollard with 12 and Deontay Johnson with 9.
I mean, look, if you're winning, you can't sleep on it. Again, shout out to some random guy. He said Kenneth Walker became a grown man. But to go over to Captain Cook's side, Marcus is riding with that Trevor Lawrence. He got fucking almost 19 points out of him. I'm sorry, Trevor Lawrence isn't the dude. In regular football, in fantasy football, Trevor Lawrence isn't the guy.
If Trevor Lawrence went out and let's say he threw for, because he has 1 touchdown, but I think it was rushing.
Yeah.
And he threw for 310. If he threw for 2 touchdowns, I mean, he's hitting 30 points.
Yeah, and if Zach Wilson threw for 100 touchdowns, he'd go for 600 points. But like, if ands or buts don't fucking matter here. David Montgomery, 12.2 points, just about on par. Saquon Barkley actually underproduced at 17.5 points. But the way running backs go this season, I would not be upset there.
I'm shocked that Saquon Barkley didn't score a touchdown because 24 carries for 110, 4 catches out of 4 targets for 25 yards. He gets 1 touchdown. He's at like 25 points.
No, I definitely agree. I'm surprised Saquon didn't score, but the way running backs are scoring this year, 17.5, I'm not mad at.
Yeah.
We've got Christian Kirk, 17.10, overproduces, but as far as that Trevor Lawrence stat goes, not panning out. Brandon Cooks, 8.6. George Kittle finally is starting to show up on the stat sheet, 21.8. Devin Duvernay, he had 1 good season. Marcus traded me for Devin Duvernay with Hayden Hurst. I won that trade. Alec Pierce, 6.7. Will Lutz, 11 out of your kicker. That's not terrible, but he dropped
no longer on his roster.
Yep, dropped his ass. The Patriots, 7 points. I'm sorry, the Patriots put up 7 points against the Bears. I'd expect 26 points out of the Patriots defense over the Bears than the fucking Cowboys over Detroit. And then he was fucked by fucking bye weeks. Dalvin Cook bye. He handcuffed with Madison on the bye. Herbert got 15.7, who way overproduced. Robinson bye, Bass bye, Wentz on the IR. Don't trust Wentz.
Yeah,
Marcus just lost outright.
Even if he plugged in Herbert and did the running back handcuff with Montgomery, because that's what Chicago's doing now. It's just a handcuff. You don't know if Herbert or Montgomery is going to produce.
For sure.
Even if he plugged them in, like he wasn't going to win that matchup. But B-Champ's showing up, starting slow, and he's starting to win.
For sure. I think we should definitely move on to next week's instead of, covering any more matchups, because I think that's we don't need to do anything
the greatest matchup of all.
You mean next week's matchup? I don't see the need to cover anything else. There's nothing else.
I need to make sure we cover this 2-5 team that's ranked number 11th in the league.
Are we talking about next week's?
I'm ranked number 4.
I'm sorry. My eyes suddenly don't work.
Oh, that's why you got the glasses on. The light is bothering you.
Yes, it is. The light of my.
We got the battle of the breaking down the tape crew.
The Civil War was lost by the wrong team.
We have I'ma bury you in the ground like I did versus the Book of Mormons.
It's like the South rose again. This is the wrong side of the history books.
Hey, I'm a Northerner. They call me a Yankee down here.
Not anymore, bitch.
I won 117.4 to 114.9. Super close matchup. Zach is now 2-5 on a 2-game losing streak.
I couldn't buy.
Your boy started 0-3, and now I'm on a 4-game winning streak. 4-3.
I couldn't buy a win right now.
I mean, if you paid the right person, they might bench everybody.
Bro, I'm sick right now. Injuries killed me.
So I'm going to actually take your lineup.
Fuck you! That is the most disrespectful thing that's ever happened.
So we got Justin Herbert, 19.1. The 1 week that Justin Herbert, well, the second week Justin Herbert feels like he doesn't want to actually play football. Even though, granted, if you look at his stats, that's the stats that you want for any other QB.
Yeah, but 1 interception, 1 fumble lost. He's killing me, bro.
You take away the interception and take away the fumble loss. He's like
20, that's the game.
25 points. That is the game. Derrick Henry, who I had traded you for Devontae Adams, okay, let's look at that trade. Perfect trade. Almost identical.
I won.
Pause, because I won.
No, Brandon Ayuk and Derrick Henry put up more points than Devontae Adams. So technically,
I won. I won the game. I traded you pieces for something equivalent to both of them, which panned out for me.
Derrick Henry and Devontae and Brandon Ayuk scored more points than Devontae Adams.
For an L.
It doesn't matter. Even if it had Devontae Adams, I would have lost by more.
I helped you. Well, technically, you did win the trade because I lost all my running backs.
That's what I'm saying. I won the trade, but I lost because Bailey Zappi and Mac Jones can't throw a fucking pass straight.
I literally lost the trade because I lost Breece Hall. I lost J.K. Dobbins. I only have Miles Sanders, and I had to fucking use Burkhead.
Just go over my lineup, you fuck.
Justin Herbert, 19.1. Derrick Henry, 16.8. Moser, 20.9. What a game from Moser.
What a game.
And it would have been a lot worse if he was able to get a rushing touchdown.
Yeah. He got a receiving one, but didn't get a
Michael Pittman, 9.8. Another disappointment from Michael Pittman. We both had Michael Pittman breaking out this year. Didn't happen. St. Brown, 1.4, which is also a key point of you losing this game.
That concussion after one hit, bro, murked me.
Yeah, one catch,
1.4.
That's it.
Murked me.
Hayden Hurst, 10.8, which I think Hayden Hurst, he's not top 10 tight end, but say he's like the 11 to 15 range because he consistently gives you 10 to 12 points.
Definitely underrated. Yes, 100%. That's why I took that trade from Marcus. Definitely underrated.
Thornton, which I didn't see it till the last minute that you had that guy in. When I saw the name Thornton, I was like, who's this? I won the game.
So, just for context, it came down to Monday night, and I stared at Thornton, and I stared at Cole Kmet, tight end for the Bears. And Kmet, I could have streamed and replaced with Thornton easily. And I went with Thornton because I was like, the Bears cannot possibly shut him down. Not that he's going to go off for crazy points, but he literally needed 5 points. 5 points separated the win going into Monday night. All he needed is 2 yards for two catches for 30 yards. And he just put up 20-something points last week.
I used my voodoo doll. I prayed to the gods. When Sunday night finished and it said my lineup was done and all you had left was Thornton, I'm like, God, if he gets 2 catches for 30 yards, I'm done.
I sat there staring at Cole Kmet for hours, Hector, hours.
Brandon Ayuk with 15, Koo with 6, Dolphins defense not bad, 3 interceptions, 10 points allowed, 2 sacks, 12 points. You left Murray on the bench with 10.3.
That was the win. That was the win right there.
You could have plugged him in over Thornton. That was the win. You had Michael Carter. That's also the win. You could have plugged him in at 9.4. Garrett Wilson, 6.4. You could have also plugged him in.
Thank you.
Won you the game.
Thank you. I get how I could have plugged multiple players in for the win. Thank you.
I'll take it though.
Look, a win is a win is a win is a win, right? You can sit there and say, "Oh, well, I lost because of this bullshit and that bullshit." All you want. But Joe Burrow, Monkey called it. Hector knew it. Joe Burrow went off for almost 40 points, 39.24. Just fucking went crazy. Just went crazy. Brees Hall, he had that one long run for a touchdown and then got injured the next play.
Saved me.
Saved you, and as a Jets
could
fan,
have been worse. He could have went off for 150 fucking yards.
As a Jets fan, makes me cry, makes us both cry. Rex Burkhead did exactly what is expected. Devontae Adams a little under what he was projected, but about where you expect him. Keenan Allen, as fantasy football players, what are we doing with Keenan Allen?
First game back. I'm giving him the first game back, getting the shakes out. He wasn't very explosive because he's still worried about the hamstring. He even said after the second half, they started to pull him away from a lot of plays because he couldn't burst off the leg just yet, and they wanted to save him, give him some more time to heal, maybe next week.
Well, so that's the question. Is next week they have a game and then they have the bye. So is Allen going to play next week? Is he isn't? That's an exclusively you problem. But in this game, it was enough to help you win. Tunyon for 6.
Actually, he got the bye coming up this week in week 8.
I don't know. I don't feel like going through it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. He has a bye in week 8, and then he plays the Falcons week 9. So, maybe he gets this extra week, and then week 9 against the Falcons, he blows up.
Honestly, that's a very probable thing. We got Tunyon 6.2. The tight end position is a fucking crapshoot.
I lost Fire. Like I said, I dropped Freiermuth, and that hurt me.
Yeah. Rashad Bateman, another one, 8.2. Baltimore's offense is just fuck. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 11.10.
I'm holding on to Peoples-Jones. Look at his stats. 6 for 6, 71 yards. Yeah, he lost a fumble. But if you look at him game by game, 12 points, 2 points, 12 points, 9 points, 11 points, 11 points. He's consistently giving that 11 to 12 points. Missing a touchdown to really hit those high double digits. Listen to my words carefully.
I know where you're going. I'm
not condoning the quarterback that should be in, but if he was in, Donovan Peoples-Jones is a guy you should be worried about.
That's where I was going, and I know that's kind of the dichotomy that we have to deal with right now. Is if Watson plays, what does Peoples-Jones look like? And look, you don't have to like Watson. I don't like Watson. He's a fuck. But fantasy-wise, it makes a lot of things interesting. Then you got McPherson for 5 points. It's not terrible. And then the Jets defense for 7, which again is not terrible. You didn't, let's see, you have Curtis Samuel on the bench, which I guess you could have put over Burkhead, for 7 points there. But it's not.
I really couldn't because I don't have any running backs. Everybody else is a wide receiver. I only had 2 running backs in the entire lineup.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's not like that killed you at all. What? It's just one of those things that it is what it is. I had Murray on the bench that could have won me the game, and I could have looked at Cole Kmet that would have won me the game. But coulda, shoulda, woulda. A win is a win. Is a win is a win. It is what it is. I have 5. I have 5 leagues, and only Hector could beat me. That's all I have to say. Across TikTok, across Las Vegas, Walmart, only Hector could beat me. That's all I have to say.
I'll take it.
Yeah, as you should.
So
let's get into week 8.
Yeah, going on to week 8, we'll go through this so we can finish up. Going on to week 8, we got some pretty decent matchups. I mean, we can kind of break down a couple of the lineups, but we know that nobody's really making their moves to probably tomorrow or Thursday.
Yeah, I would just go through it quick for sure.
So, first matchup right here, just going off of my phone, we got I'm a Burrow in the ground, me on the 4-game winning streak against B Champs. As of right now, he is projected to beat me, but like we said, we still got to make moves, waiver wire moves, plug-ins, plug-outs, whatever. Good try, beat Champs, but I'm gonna end your winning streak now, and I'm gonna go on a 5-game winning streak. I'm just gonna end you now.
I absolutely cannot root for you. Your head is already taking up most of this podcast. So I absolutely cannot root for you. You started off 0-3 and you're on a crazy 4-game winning streak. You
Yeah,
are
but I'm
screaming
really
towards the top. I cannot. I love you. You're my boy. I root for you in everything, but I cannot do this. B champs, B champs. I gotta take B champs in this.
I mean, granted, look. I'm hurting in the running back position. I'm only going for myself because I'm not.
I'll give you Derrick Henry for half your team.
The guy I just traded away.
Right.
I'm not
Exactly.
going to not root for myself and go against myself, so that's why I'm going for myself. But yes, I am in the hole. I definitely need a running back to help me.
I got you. I got running backs. I got you.
Next up, we got Frank Fantasy Football Team versus the Book of Moms. You also are projected to lose as of right now, but like I said, you need to do the plug-in, plugs out.
Right.
I actually want to look at this matchup real quick. I
got Jay Herbs right now on a bye. I need a quarterback. And St. Brown is out, even though he's projected for points. Who knows if he's going to come back?
see
I
since you hate
obviously,
me and
I gotta be Frank. I can't let Frank win.
I was gonna say, since you hate me and I don't hate you, I'm actually gonna take you on that matchup because you're gonna put in Stephon Diggs, obviously.
He said, "I'm better than you. I don't hate you."
Yeah, I'm gonna put in. You're gonna put in Stephon Diggs instead of St. Brown, so that'll save you right there. You plug in your quarterback while Justin Herbert's on a bye, and then besides that, you take out Thornton for one of your guys on your bench, and you're all right.
I just wanna make mention that I am killing 4-3 in a different league, 5-2 in 2 leagues. I'm 4-3 in 2 leagues, 5-2 in 2 leagues, and I am 2-5 in this league. I just want to let you know that I am a better fantasy football player than this league is letting me be. Period. End of story.
And I'm better than what the leagues this year are letting me to be because I'm middle of the pack. I'm like 4-3 or 3-3 in every fucking league.
No, not true. Anyway,
next up we have Blacklisted versus Nazi Nate. As of right now, Nazi Nate is projected to win, but it's very, very close. And I'm sorry, Nazi Nate, but looking at your lineup compared to Blacklisted is going to put you on a 6-game losing streak.
Yeah, Khaleesi's he needs a quarterback. He doesn't have anyone in right now. Damn. Fuck. I really can't. Yeah, I'm gonna take Khaleesi in this.
He has the more complete lineup. He just has the more complete lineup.
No, I get it. You're not wrong. I'm gonna take Nate in this.
Next up, we have actually a really, really good matchup. Depending on how they play this out, we got Greendale Human Being, who's on a 3-game losing streak. We got Widow Making Death Jizz on a 1-game losing streak. The matchup, as of right now, is relatively close, only like a 4-point difference. Obviously, there's a couple guys on buys, a couple guys they're gonna weave in and out. I think this is one of the great. I want to say this is the matchup of the week. This is the matchup of the week.
Yeah, with Monkey losing Mahomes, that kills him, and same thing with Kelsey. Yeah, I definitely give this the matchup of the week. And look, I said Nick is gonna win it all, and I'm gonna take Nick. Damn it, give me Nick. I like Nick over.
Yeah,
Monkey.
I'm riding with you. Nick's getting out of his 3-game losing streak. Monkey's about to go on a 2-game losing streak. He'll be 5-3. You look at this. I mean, Nick is gonna plug in Cooper Kupp. He'll plug in Cooper Kupp, and then he probably plug in Chuba Hubbard because you don't know how he's gonna pan out. He might give you a very good outing.
Yeah, I mean, here's the tight end question to solve, but yeah, I definitely think that Nick wins this one for sure.
It's a very, very close one. I mean, Monkey has Jefferson back in, Davis back in, Fournette, Robinson. I'm gonna stay true to what I said. I think Nick's gonna take this one.
Yeah, I like it.
Next up, we got X gonna give it to you versus Debo Don't Hurt Me, the Battle of the Sisters. The projection is just wild right now, but that's most likely because Chrissy has 3 people on bye right now. Once she plugs in pretty much the people on her bench, once she plugs in the people on their bench, it's Melissa will still be projected to win, but it'll be like a 144 to like 120 matchup.
Don't worry, I'll give it to Christy, right? Because that's my sister-in-law. I love her. And I'm definitely gonna take some players off of Melissa's hands here. So we brought it up before. It's crazy to me that Melissa's on a 5-game winning streak and fire sailing right now. But we'll see what we can get out of her. We'll demolish her team between trades.
Yeah, 100%. Trust me, I'm already, like I said, I'm in her DMs for some trades.
And look, let's be real. You gotta take Christy, otherwise the couch is calling your name.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was gonna take Christy because of that situation as well, but it benefits me if I wasn't taking her because I'm sleeping on the couch tonight anyway because I'm with my nephews.
I see how it is.
So win-win. Yeah, I'm actually gonna take Christy in this. I think once she does her plugins, her team is starting to warm up. They're starting to get hot. Fuck it, and I need Melissa to lose because if Melissa loses and I win next week, we're in a 3-way tie for first place.
Don't call it a comeback, man. You're killing me.
Call it a fucking comeback, bro.
All I know is that I have a better record than you in our home league, and that's all that matters. Just saying.
Hey, that's the one that money's not involved.
I know.
So
I'm killing it. I'm killing it in every league that money is not involved. And of course, in the one that money is involved, I'm like shitting the bed. Killing me.
Mind you, that's a 6-team league. There's so many people on the waiver wire.
Everybody has points. Like the minimum is 200 points in that league.
Yo, seriously. It's like the least you see is like 175.
Facts.
And then the last matchup of the day, we have Captain Cook versus Team Slink Dinker. Another very, very close matchup. I do believe they might make a few moves here or there. Yeah, they're gonna make a few moves. I see Tom Brady getting taken out for Josh Allen. Marcus already made his moves for this week. I see it already. He already made his moves for this week, so that's gonna be his lineup. So Team Slink Dinker will be projected to win.
I gotta give it to QA, man. I don't know what's with Marcus riding this Lawrence Kirk fucking stack, but it isn't doing him well. I know that Melvin Gordon sucks ass for Slink Dinks, but Josh Jacobs came to play football. He's got Jamar Chase. CD's nuts is doing well. I'll take Slink Dinks.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Slink Dink as well. I mean, you plug in Josh Allen and literally look at the rest of his lineup. His weak point is Melvin Gordon, and that's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then if you really think about it, he puts Gibson in Melvin Gordon's spot. You have an open spot in your flex, and you can use that for literally anything. You put Algier, put Kyle Pitts, Russell Gage. You can pick somebody up on waiver.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Marcus, man. This is like 2 weeks in a row I went against you, but Slink Dinker got a lineup. And mind you, Slink Dinker did have a half auto drafted team, so it benefits him.
Yeah, he got something going on over there.
And that's it for week 8. We got a good solid matchup as of right now. We got the Gridiron standing. Monkeys 5-2. I'm 4-3. Captain Cook 4-3. Fantasy football team 3-4. X gonna give it to you 3-4. Nazi Nate at 2-5. Then we go over to Death Valley. Debo Don't Hurt Me at 5-2. We got Team Slink Dinker and B Champs both at 4-3. Blacklisted and Greedale Human at 3-4. And then you at 2-5. So you're battling Nazi Nate right now for last place, even though Nazi Nate is technically in last because of points forced and against.
I'm killing it in scoring points. I'm just fucking dying. Everybody kills me in points against.
Yeah, you're 936 to 925.
I know I score some of the highest points in the league, but People have games against me. It's killing me, bro.
And you know what's crazy? I'm 4-3 on a 4-game winning streak, and I have more points against me than me forced.
Yeah,
851 to 865.
Yeah, it's killing me. Let's see. So I have 936. Melissa has 947. And that's it. And then Monkey has 1,000.
Oh, Team Slinker Dinker got 992.
There are 3 people who scored more than me this season, and yet I'm at the bottom.
You know what's crazy? I'm actually middle of the pack with my 851. There's only, besides you 3, there's 2 other people that outscore me. So I'm middle of the pack, but I still got more points against than forced.
Killing me, bro. I seriously have the worst fucking luck.
Who gave up the most points? Let's see. 925. 967. Nazi Nate.
So yeah, see, me and Nate have the most points scored against us. That's crazy.
We'll see how this pans out. I think I'm gonna win the chip. It is what it is.
Nah, that trophy's got to be sent somewhere else. It cannot stay in the house 3 years in a row. Cannot.
Yeah, it is. I'm the commissioner. I make whatever the fuck happens because I can do that. I'll fuck around, and you see Thursday night right before the game. I'll take out every Thursday player on everybody's lineup and give them donuts.
I already heard there was some sort of collusion where you were changing rosters and shit like that.
I'm a great commissioner. I am the commissioner.
You're something. Anyway, what else you got?
That's all we got. Stay tuned for week 8. It's going to be a great week. We are now, I guess, technically halfway point.
Just short of.
Maybe next week halfway.
Oh, fantasy-wise, yeah.
Yeah, technically there's 18 weeks in the football if you count the bye. So next week will be halfway point. Damn, halfway through the season already. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm dying.
Well, stay tuned for next week, guys. Most likely I'll keep winning, and the chip will stay here. That's what I said.